Welcome, Ravi, and thanks a
Yeah,
lot for joining.
yeah. Thanks, Sanjay.
Okay,
Thanks for your time, actually.
yeah, sure. So this series is more about know your trainer. We are calling it as a know your trainer, where we are introducing new trainers to their participant, right?
Yes.
And as a part of it, we I would like to welcome you once again,
Thank
right?
you very much.
And we would like to make it a very short conversation, not
Okay,
in an interview or maybe too long,
okay,
right? We would
okay.
like to ask about you, yourself, your professional background, your experience, right?
Yes, yes.
So may I start with your personal and the professional experience? What do you do? Where do you live? What do you?
So, yeah, my name is Ravi, and um, I have one daughter. She's in years, and son is in IIT, Patna, and I have a wife here. So we basically come from Hyderabad, so a native of Andhra Pradesh rather. Okay, and then uh, then what we do is, as a trainer, I just started my journey maybe in 2000 time frame or 2020 time frame. So that's where during Corona time there is a need to uh, work on something else rather than making myself ready for industry. That's where I started. So Corona years I started like agile journey training people like different frameworks, methodologies. I myself started learning and then training people. Then also started working with different multinational companies where I worked as a coach, right, a transformation agent. So roughly, I'm to train around 5,000 people, not a certification training, but it's a kind of individual training, kind of upskilling person zero to hero kind of thing. I get a lot of people from junior to maybe seniors, mid seniors, 30, 40 years of experience also. It's a more of, I call them as a personal transformation program.
Oh, good, wonderful. And you just mentioned that you have already trained 5,000 participant or student,
Yes,
which
yes,
is
yes,
really amazing, right?
yes.
And may I know what is so special about your training? What generally your student or participants say about your training?
So like when I started after actually I was in Tech Mahindra until 2015. I was there for 10 years. Then came out just standing on the road, don't know what to do. So I created training material for myself, right? And then I expanded it maybe five five slides to 10 slides, 10 to 100 slides, right? Add a little bit pieces of together, frameworks, methodologies, and all, expanded it. Now I can it may not be exaggeration, but I can teach continuously without any preparation for 50, 60 hours. That kind of material I have, right? Be it a Scrum, Kanban, extreme programming, safe, right? And mentoring students, interview preparation. We also do resume reviews, LinkedIn modifications. It's a kind of one-stop shopping, right? Somebody comes in, they move out. There's some insurance advisor, sales advisor comes to me and lands in agile coach role. Somebody construction worker comes and then lands there. So basically, it's a more of connectivity, right? Because I worked in Tech Mahindra for 10 years and I have no clue about how outside market is. Like that, a lot of people just stay in the company, don't have any clue what happens outside. So we're a kind of bridge between the person and industry, right? Something like that.
Yep. So it seems that you are working as a more of a complete transformational coach rather than just a trainer, right?
Yeah, correct, correct.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
also work in companies where like it's like I learn and implement and learn, right? It's kind of cyclic,
yeah.
That's where I enjoy most.
Right. And
And yeah,
that's good. That's good. And I just I think it's really interesting to hear from you that you started with maybe just 5 slides and now you have a deck or material or training material through using which
yes,
you can train maybe for 50, 60 hours in one go,
yes, exactly,
which is really great.
exactly.
Wonderful. Right. And I can see that you have your upcoming session, right? Do you want to talk about it, what it is, what the participant can expect from it?
So basically, it's a more of agile transformation or transformation or transition. I call like kind of what I learned in different companies, different industry segments, be it healthcare, be it airlines, be it FMCG, whatever, right? So like person, right? Companies also differ. If I go to organization, for example, I took an example of Tech Mahindra. There are 1001 divisions, right? Each division works differently, right? And each project works differently. That's where the challenge is. Just like I cannot have one size fits all thing, right? That's why it's a kind of, I just say right to left or left to right transformation, where actually I look at what I need and then implement, or if I look at what I have right now, and that kind of very, very elaborative models.
Hmm, fair enough. Fair. And if I want to join your session, or as in a participant, and this is for all the participants who are interested in joining your session, is there any
Yes.
prerequisite for it that they should know something or they should read before coming to your session?
Yeah, it's better they don't know anything.
Oh, oh,
Our
wonderful.
one way is,
Uh,
our second is, okay, they already know they want upskill, right? That's what
mhm,
it is. The
mhm,
people mid-seniors, they don't want to change the mindset. And it's very difficult to
mhm,
change them. Somebody after 30, 40 years experience, they don't even know what is meant by pipeline, what is meant by check-in, check-out, that
mhm,
kind of thing. They go into companies and then they don't learn anything.
mhm,
That's where I just say, I had a guy called from IBM. This IBMer was there for 25 years. He came out clueless, and somebody said, "You reach out to Ravi. Ravi will guide you. Okay, don't ask him anything. Just say whatever he asks you, pay. That's all,
mhm,
right?"
mhm.
So I usually most of my students are referrals of referrals.
Uh,
My first 10, 15 students when I started, it was like all network for me. Now
right.
I manage so many groups and all. So that's where I also have a lot of public known to me.
Okay, good. So when you say you manage so many group, are you talking about maybe your LinkedIn group, WhatsApp group, or maybe any other learning group, or what kind of
Yeah,
group?
I have like when I started that time, uh, the WhatsApp in 2017, 16, there no such platforms. Yeah. It's managed by non-technical guys. So I thought, why don't I do that? Like the senior jobs one became to 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. So many people joined. And then somehow I mentioned it's a kind of learning experience. I started learning the technology from ATM group, Agile transformation mindset, There
Mhm,
are a lot of people who are actually my guru. So when ATM moved out from WhatsApp to Telegram,
mhm.
I took over and started Agile coaching, room one, room two, room three, room four. And
Okay.
then I created a career coach thing.
Mhm.
We actually ran almost 3 years daily sessions,
Oh,
8:30 to 9:30 daily.
oh,
Three years we ran.
wonderful.
2017 to,
Mhm,
and I had a lot of volunteers also did that,
mhm,
and I can say it's brainchild of, maybe I call you for DevOps, right? I
mhm,
call somebody for TDD bidding. I call
mhm,
somebody for this one. So then we thought, why don't we club everything? Everybody start learning.
mhm.
That's why we actually transformed many people. That's why uh, before agile groups, before training, I was just nothing. Nobody knew my name.
No, wonderful. This is really interesting. I was not aware of it, and I don't know how many people are aware of it. So they may be interested in joining your groups, right? Which we will share that link, right?
Definitely.
Good.
Mhm.
And may I ask, what do you do, right? As an trainer, how are you improving yourself? What are the new things you are learning?
Yeah.
Uh,
So I think this like a teacher, right? Elementary teacher who goes every day he has to go and upskill. I usually like while I'm studying, for let's say TV or whatever, right? So whatever is topic, I have to take 4 or 5 books and then read and create a content. So my students never knew from which book I took it. So
Oh.
that kind of it is. And then when I started to 2020,
Uh,
I was actually teaching safe sessions. I didn't even know anything. I just sat overnight and create the content. And then my first session was not successful.
mm,
I created like I started from block diagram to downwards. Nobody understood anything. So I just said component wise he created, and
mhm,
then you show the block diagram later, right?
mhm,
Even extreme program also I did. I just made a mess of it. Then people said, I think you have to do like this, right? So I created videos, I shared it. My first batch in 2020 was actually they put a path to me, right? Was just like, always says, no, I say to people, I don't teach actually. I learn by teaching people, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I say that 5,000 people I taught, no, actually 5,000 people taught me to
Mm-hmm.
be a better Ravi, How do
Mm-hmm.
you help my next
Mm-hmm.
student, right? That's kind of fundamental shift we have to see because every student teaches something or other.
Yeah, that's true. I also believe that, right? When you
Yeah,
say I don't teach, I learn by teaching other, right?
exactly,
And that's
exactly.
and I always say that the collective intelligence of all the participant or the student will always be more than the trainer,
Yeah.
right? Which is and this is just to clarify. I think whatever courses you are talking about, or the maybe Safe, Scrum, Kanban, XP, you said that you are doing more of a non-certification training. This is not something which is provided or accredited by those
Not
organizations.
affiliated, not
Yeah,
affiliated. It's
right.
all my material,
It's all your material and
all mine. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't even give a certificate. If
yeah,
somebody
right.
needs, I can give. But more than certificate, I train. I
Yeah,
help
yeah,
him to
right.
clear the fundamentals.
Yeah. Uh,
If you think of safe, right,
mhm,
it's very difficult to understand safe, right? Then
mhm,
basically you go ground up, build piece by piece, right, like that.
mhm.
How do you build that kind of building a house? I do that kind of thing.
No, and that's good. I think makes sense, right? People should not get into confusion that Ravi is providing a certification-based training, and
No, no, no,
you
no,
can.
no. I always say no.
No, fair enough, fair enough. That's right. Ravi. So, and that's it. What I we have, right? This is the short one. But anything, any last thing you want to say to your student who are interested in attending your courses, right? Your upcoming courses.
Yeah, definitely. It will be like a game changer. Come with the end goal in the mindset. I want to clear this. I want to clear that. So more than what we teach, they also need to incline to learn. That's where some participants will come and they just come and go. It doesn't work out. So you have to be practice also. I said like 1 hour session daily, and they have to practice for 3-4 hours, right? And we have interactive sessions also. My old students will also join them club. Like people who join 2020, I invite them. I have a common WhatsApp group. I say like whenever I start with even single person, also I say I'm starting a class. So you never know, like people like you or somebody will join and then they'll also mentor. It's kind of co-training, right? It's
Yeah, yeah.
not only Ravi training,
Very good.
something else.
No, very fair. Good. Wonderful.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot, Ravi. Thanks a
Thanks,
lot.
Sanjay.
Thanks a lot
Thank you.
for your time. It was
Thank you.
nice meeting you.
Thank you, Sanjay.
Good.